Apple Valley Sun Devils football top sports highlights of 2017. First undefeated team in regular season play in school history. Here are highlights. Apple Valley quarterback Jeff Widener rushes for 2 touchdowns and throws 3 scoring passes to lead Apple Valley past Silverado 40-39. Jeff Widener's 40-yard touchdown pass to Donovan Ferguson with 1 minute to play gives Apple Valley the come-from-behind 1-point victory over the Hawks in the 2017 season opener for both schools. Jeff Widener scores from 11 yards out, giving the Sun Devils a 34-33 lead. Apple Valley had scored on back-to-back possessions to overtake a Silverado 12-point lead in the fourth quarter. Jeff Widener's 26-yard scoring pass to Keshawn Griffin, cutting Silverado's lead to 33-28 with 8 minutes to play. The 2 top 5 teams in CIF preseason rankings combined to score 5 touchdowns in the final 10 minutes of play. Jeff Widener just does beat Lawrence Brown's pass rush, launching the 26-yard touchdown pass to Keshawn Griffin. The Isaac Miles extra point gives Apple Valley their eventual margin of victory. It's Sun Devils within 6. Jeff Widener's 14-yard TD run up the middle springboards Apple Valley back into the lead, 34-33. 2.5 minutes remain in regulation play. Levi Taylor, 64 yards to Deonze Lolan. The Hawks retake the lead 39-34. 1:58 remains. The stuff of which legends are made. Jeff Widener, Ashon Hanslacker has him in his sights. Widener, throwback to Donovan Ferguson, who splits 2 defenders and sprints the 40 yards untouched. Game winner. The final, Apple Valley 40, Silverado 39. Barrel Game 2017. The home team Granite Hills Cougars take the field, heavy underdogs to Apple Valley. Keshawn Griffin scores 3 touchdowns, this a 60-yard punt return, and Jeff Widener throws 5 scoring passes. The eventual 60-7 final score leaves Apple Valley a touchdown shy of equaling the 67-7 Barrel Game score of a year ago. Chad Smith also scores 3 touchdowns for the Sun Devils. 1, this 83-yard scoring play in the first quarter that stakes Apple Valley to an early 14-0 lead. This scoring strike to Keshawn Griffin in the third quarter, the second scoring combination on the night for the Widener-Griffin connection. Seth Baker, 29, leads Sun Devils tacklers. Seth Baker is all over the place this night defensively, tying the Sun Devils' record for tackles in one game with 22. The Apple Valley O-line clears the way for Jacob C. to score standing up untouched for the first points of the second half. Center R.J. Hayes snap. Jeff Widener throw. Keshawn Griffin catch on the quick out pattern. 7th Sun Devils touchdown on the night, and they have had 2 called back. Keshawn Griffin runs 2 kickoffs back for touchdowns and adds a pass interception for a touchdown. His 3 TDs lead top-ranked Apple Valley to a 53-30 victory over Barstow. The senior 2-way starter and team captain puts Apple Valley ahead to stay with a 90-yard kickoff return in the second quarter and leading Coach Matt Rohrbaugh's Sun Devils to their 3rd win without a loss. Seth Baker jukes the Aztecs linebacker, cuts back inside the defensive back, and races to the end zone. Jeff Widener, the completion to Chad Smith, an 85-yard scoring play, setting a new school record for longest pass play for a touchdown. Chad Smith had broken the previous record the week before with an 83-yard scoring play. The Sun Devils throw their offense into a higher gear in the third. Donovan Ferguson scoring from 20 yards out to put Apple Valley up by 2 touchdowns. This is Barstow at their own 18. The pass attempt through the hands of the intended receiver. Keshawn Griffin picks it off at the 30 and heads for pay dirt, leaping high with the acrobatic flip into the end zone. Apple Valley taking complete control, moving up to a 45-16 advantage to 15 remaining in the third quarter. Keshawn Griffin is a legitimate scoring threat every time he gets his hands on the football. This kickoff return, 80 yards for Keshawn Griffin's third touchdown of the night. It is also his third kick return for a touchdown on the year. He ran a punt back 60 yards 1 week earlier against Granite. Add 3 pass receptions for touchdowns to his repertoire, and you get the picture. To hold down the Sun Devils, you must stop Keshawn Griffin. 9 on defense for Barstow. Kevin Locke unable to defend Apple Valley number 9, Jeff Widener, whose 2-point conversion ends Sun Devils scoring. The final, Apple Valley 53, Barstow 30. The Apple Valley Sun Devils scored twice in 16 seconds in the third quarter, en route to a 57-12 ball game victory over Victor Valley. Keshawn Griffin's kickoff return for a touchdown, followed by Seth Baker's interception and 75-yard return, putting the game well out of reach in the 49th edition of the Battle for the Bell. The Sun Devils score the first 3 times they get their hands on the ball to open the contest. Donovan Ferguson breaks the ice on a 10-yard run. Jeff Widener's 6-yard touchdown pass to tight end Kai Merchant, the Sun Devils' second possession. Donovan Williams' 65-yard run makes it a 3-touchdown lead, 21-0 early in the second quarter. 14 seconds to go before halftime. Jeff Widener lofts the touchdown pass to Keshawn Griffin on the 28-yard scoring play that makes it 28-0 at the intermission. Jeff Widener also has a 17-yard scoring pass to Xander Witt. The final touchdown of the game comes on the third touchdown of the night by Keshawn Griffin. Late game razzle-dazzle on the wide receiver reverse. In the early going, Victor Valley held down the high-scoring Sun Devils by holding onto the ball, consuming huge chunks of first and second quarter time of possession. But the Sun Devils' Jake Anderson makes this major impact play, blocking the Jackrabbits' punt, picking it up, and running it down to the 6 to set up Apple Valley's second touchdown. The eventual 57-12 win is Apple Valley's 7th consecutive bell game victory. Apple Valley wins the Desert Sky League a second year running. Anyway, that's the way the Sun Devils see it as they run the table against DSL teams a second straight season, polishing off the pre-Mojave River League slate with a 77-0 thumping of Adelanto. 8 different Sun Devils score touchdowns, and the team's total dominance of the Saints is exemplified by this second quarter safety led by 42 senior inside linebacker Jacob C. Jeff Widener collaborating with Chad Smith, and Apple Valley has its 5th touchdown on their second play of the second quarter. The 44-yard scoring play from the pair of juniors who hold the Apple Valley school record for longest touchdown pass. Their record is 85 yards. Donovan Ferguson turning in an outstanding night, running the football, 192 yards on 16 carries and 3 touchdowns. This second quarter scoring jaunt from 23 yards out. Seth Baker scores the last of the Sun Devils' 8 first-half touchdowns, this from short yardage, Apple Valley with a 77-0 thumping of Adelanto. Jeff Widener throws 3 TD passes, including this game winner to Xander Witt in the fourth quarter, and Apple Valley holds off Oak Hills 31-24 in a crucial Mojave River League duel. Jeff Widener hits Keshawn Griffin on scoring passes of 25 yards, then 21 yards in the first quarter. And then the junior quarterback scores on a 28-yard run in the second quarter as the Sun Devils jump out to a 21-0 lead against the visiting Bulldogs. The Sun Devils' O-line grinds out a drive that consumes the final 9 minutes of the ball game to ensure the victory.
The O-line, they win games, they win championships along with defense. They deserve more credit.
We just wanted to fire him up on the last drive and get that drive. That was a 9-minute drive, and he put it together and ended the game. I think it was great.
Did Burroughs get burned by Friday the 13th bad luck in his 14-7 loss at Apple Valley for the Mojave River League lead? Donovan Ferguson breaks loose for 50 yards, the longest play of the night, and carries to the 3-yard line, setting up the Sun Devils' go-ahead touchdown.
I just followed my pulls, and I saw the linebacker start to flow, so I just cut upfield and put my head down and got the first down.
The senior running back scores 2 plays later in what proves to be the final touchdown scored in the defensive battle between the 2 highest-ranked teams in CIF among Mojave River League and Desert Sky League schools. Is it karma? Is it Friday the 13th bad luck for Burroughs? The high snap through the hands of Austin Griffin. Kai Merchant neutralizes Griffin's attempt to recover. Chad Smith picks up the loose ball and brings it all the way down to the Burroughs 16. Same thing happened when Apple Valley hosted Silverado, then Barstow, and again the week before against Oak Hills. A major miscue by the visitors, capitalized on by the Sun Devils, leading to drawing first blood. 3rd and long. Ball on the 20. Jeff Widener with a pass as perfectly thrown as you could ever hope for. Kashawn Griffin with the catch. Both knees inbounds as he slides out of the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
It was a perfect ball by Jeff. I just went up and went and go get it. That was it.
Isaac Miles nails the extra point. And the 14-7 score that shows on the Newton T. Bass Stadium, Lynn Brewster Fieldhouse scoreboard with 5:22 to play in the third will be the final score. Down home grill, movers and shakers, and big playmakers from Apple Valley's milestone triumph over Serrano. The Apple Valley Sun Devils beat Serrano 28-7 to virtually clinch the first Mojave River League football title in school history. Jeff Widener scores on a 24-yard first quarter run and throws a scoring pass on the last play of the first half. And Donovan Ferguson scores 2 touchdowns on runs of 1 and 18 yards to run Apple Valley's winning streak to 8 games and get the better of the Diamondbacks in the battle between the only unbeaten teams in the MRL. Apple Valley's defense twice denying the home team Diamondbacks on 4th and short in the red zone in the first half and once more in the third quarter.
Basically, we know that they changed from their spread formation to a power set, so we just had to come downhill and just kill someone. So
We just had to compete, get this W. We came in with a strong mind, knowing that we were going to play hard, come down on defense, and that's about it.
Apple Valley clinches their first Mojave River League football title in school history and first gridiron championship since the 1985 San Andreas League crown with a 43-13 victory at Sultana. 5 different Sun Devils score, led by leading ground gainer Donovan Ferguson's 2 touchdowns, the second coming as sprinklers were going on. Jeff Widener throws a 33-yard scoring pass to Xander Witt and scores on a 50-yard run. Donovan Williams' 8-yard touchdown put the Sun Devils ahead to stay. The victory is Apple Valley's 9th without a loss. The 2017 Apple Valley Sun Devils have officially entered the hallowed archives of gridiron milestones, becoming the first undefeated team in school history. The 42-7 victory over Hesperia gives the Sun Devils their first Mojave River League football championship in the process, their first league crown in 32 years. Jeff Widener and Kashawn Griffin collaborate on 3 touchdown passes, scoring plays of 4, 7, and 30 yards. Keshawn Griffin finishes regular season play with 9 TD receptions and 15 touchdowns overall, the team's leading scorer. For Jeff Widener, 4 scoring passes on the night, including this toss to the wide-open Chad Smith, and what turns into a 64-yard touchdown. This puts the Sun Devils up 21-7 with 46 seconds to go before halftime. 18 seconds later, a Widener to Griffin TD pass makes it 28-7 at the intermission. That is thanks to this special teams highlight. The Sun Devils recover the Scorpions' fumble on the ensuing kickoff. Special teams play, a huge contributor to the program's unprecedented success this season. Reference the blocked punt on the first play of this highlights reel and Jacob C's recovery for a touchdown. Most of Apple Valley's offensive heroes in skill positions get into the scoring act. Donovan Ferguson, the team's leading ground gainer on the year, adds this 2-point conversion following the Sun Devils' second touchdown. Donovan Ferguson, like Jeff Widener, Chad Smith, Xander Witt, a junior. Jeff Widener's touchdown pass to Xander Witt opens the scoring, the play covering 28 yards, 25 touchdown passes for Jeff Widener on the year. Coach Matt Rohrbaugh's Sun Devils enter the postseason the #1 team in CIF Division 10 rankings, adding to their landmark season. This is the first Apple Valley team ever ranked #1 in their CIF division. Apple Valley scores early, often, and practically every way possible in routing 29 Palms 75-0 in first-round CIF playoff action. Xander Witt runs the opening kickoff back for a touchdown. Donovan Ferguson scores from 41 yards out on the Sun Devils' first play from scrimmage. Jeff Widener hits Keshawn Griffin with an 11-yard scoring pass to cap Apple Valley's second possession. Linebacker Jesse Griggs picks off a Wildcats screen pass and runs it in for a touchdown. All the while, the Apple Valley defense is holding the Wildcats scoreless. Jeff Widener connects again with Xander Witt on what becomes a 52-yard scoring play. 3 TDs on the night for Xander Witt. For Jeff Widener, 14 of 17 for 241 yards and 5 touchdowns. Another touchdown by the defense. Jeremy Justice strips the ball. Defensive end Angelo Tuzzolino scoops it up and scores from 20 yards out. All of this scoring in the Sun Devils' 54 points first half outburst. The Sun Devils' first and only loss comes in Game 13, the CIF semifinals 21-14 decision to eventual CIF champions Quartz Hill. Center R.J. Hayes, guards 66 Mike Dunn, 73 Cole Fritzberger, tackles 77 Isaac Miles, Cole Mayo 72. Donovan Ferguson follows Jacob C's block, then churns for a 9-yard gain and the first down. This is a huge 4th and 2 at the 40. Jeff Widener keeps and gets outside, sidesteps one defender at the yard marker, and carries tacklers with him into Rebels territory. Gain of 14. 5 yards on this second down play. Tough yards for Donovan Ferguson. This is why Don Ferguson is described as a north-south runner. He does not start out heading for the sidelines. He powers straight ahead. 3rd and 4 at the 40. Watch Nick Pinay, 85, lead block. Jacob C, 40, Gabe Soddy, 70, double team. Donovan Ferguson blasts through the hole and carries for 20 of his 97 yards on the night to the 20. Next play, Donovan Ferguson breaks through a pair of tacklers, bounces off another, and skips into the end zone, capping a 78-yard, 10-play drive that shows the Sun Devils' offense is very much alive. 5th touchdown in the playoffs for Donovan Ferguson. It is 7-7 with 7:15 showing on the second quarter clock. Clutch play in the biggest way. 4th and 6. Jeff Widener's toss to Donovan Ferguson is caught, and the Sun Devils are on the verge of tying the score on the 32-yard play. Kai Merchant and Chad Smith prepare to protect. Isaac Miles, 53 of 56 on the year, 14-14, with just under 6 minutes showing on the Newton T. Bass Stadium scoreboard. The Sun Devils' magical season ends with their only loss of the year. Matt Rohrbaugh's 2017 team roared to unprecedented heights, broke the record for wins in a season, raised the bar for future teams, and provided memories that shall last a lifetime. The best of 2017 High Desert Sports Highlights. Presented by Valew Quality Truck Bodies. Family owned and operated since 1954. Valew manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. Valew Quality Truck Bodies, supporting teams, schools, and athletes throughout the Victor Valley.